Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Avid Fisherman. This is my new live well project. I got water in it. I'm going to end up taking the razor blade to clean off all the lime and the scale off the inside of the aquarium, get it cleaned up, and I will be doing a part 2 on this later of the water, how I set it up and everything else. Then the third part will be adding some bluegills to it. But right now I'm just going to walk you through with what I'm going to be doing to it. As you see, all the scales in here, all the white scale and lime, I'm going to get that cleaned off with a razor blade. You get it drained and cleaned and ready for me to I'll be doing a setup on it on the next video with a filtration system, the lights, the air pumps, and basically doing all the setup for it and how I set it up for the filtration system, the lights, the air stones, and stuff like that. So it's going to have 2 air stones. It will have 1 giant filtration system in it, maybe 2. I'll probably put 2 of them on it. It will have 1 on each end. It's going to have a circulation system that will be circulating waters from both sides. I have 2 air stone units on it. And I'll cover that when I get to the second part of this project. Right now I'm going to get in there and do some cleaning with a razor blade and get it clean. And watch it just go. I want to get this as clean as I can get it. And we'll try to get all the scale off the plastic and everything else. And get it in the water and get it cleaned up and looking good. And I will see I will show you another video when I'm halfway through with it, getting it clean. See you later. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I go do to clean up this aquarium. I do have a razor blade here, which I will use to help take some of the scum off the windows. I do have a clean sponge, fresh out of the package with no soap on it whatsoever. It's going to help me clear off some of this stuff off the top. So that's going to help with that. I'm not going to try to get it all perfectly clean. But this will clean it up quite nicely here as you go, as you see. And just basically working on the top parts right now. Because I'm not going to have, I don't want to have to come back over the top after I get the glass cleaned. Sorry, that's my phone in the background. Giving me notifications on YouTube. Throw that in the bucket. I'm not going to use that sponge on this glass until after I get most of this stuff scraped off. Unless I found a few rough spots where it needs it. The sponge will work on some windows where it's good and clean, but where it's real heavy concentrate, it won't work real well unless you soak it real good. I'm going to do the front two sides. I'm not going to get the back real good because I don't want to have the back too clean. This did have another fish in it at one time. It was another giant fish. He was another breed of cichlid. He got up to this breed of cichlid that was in this tank at one time. He got up to 4.5 pounds, and he ran this tank, and you couldn't put nothing in this tank with him because he'd kill it and eat it. He was an aggressive cichlid. He had the color markings of a crappie, but he had the attitude of a piranha. And that fish didn't care what you put in that tank with it. It was minnows, he ate it. If it was another bluegill, he'd kill it and eat it. But He died after having him for about 7 years, raising from a baby. But he was a good fish. Just hard to keep control of him because he liked killing other fish. Alright, I got the front and the sides cleaned the way I like it. And I'll be back after I clean out the drain out the water. But this I'm going to have to put several gallons of water in here to clean up the gravel and everything, so that'd be I won't show that. That's going to be a lot of time consuming projects right there. But I will see you in part 2 of the video, and tight lines, and have a good night. I will see you in part 2.